Oh, hello everybody. Bagster 78 here, back on the road. So, September turned out to be a pretty crazy month for me. Didn't get to do any moto vlogging, so I've been kind of inactive a little bit. Came home one day, had my helmet sitting down on my shelf in my garage, and I guess it got so hot in my garage that the glue actually melted on the GoPro mount that actually sticks it, the adhesive that sticks it to the helmet, and it actually had fallen off. The GoPro itself was fine, but as you guys can probably notice, it looks a little different. The polarizer I had on it broke, so the adapter's still in good shape, but the filter itself broke, which I haven't replaced it yet because I'm going to go with a different adapter and filter. The one I bought off of Amazon. They said it worked, but for the GoPro 3 Plus, and it does work. The problem is, if you've seen some of my other videos, up in the corners there's little shadow areas. And what those shadow areas are, those are actually caused by the filter itself. The GoPro Super View is such a wide angle that it was picking up those corners. If I had it in just regular 1080p without the Super View, it didn't show up, but I kind of like the way the Super View looks. And then I had that, and what I wound up doing, I wound up actually mounting it to my helmet with screws, because after seeing that if it gets hot enough, and living in Georgia where it gets real hot, I didn't want to take the chance of it falling off while I was going down the road. And it also encouraged me to swap it over to the left side of my helmet instead of the right side of my helmet. I figured out, I don't know if y'all remember me saying in one of my other videos that I lost, well, in the comments on one of my other videos, that I lost some of the audio. And what I figured out is whenever I opened my visor and closed it, it was hitting the microphone adapter, and it was tugging on it, and it actually was pulling it out. So I swapped that for that, swapped to the left side because of that. And now I actually got the actual mount on the helmet screwed in, so it doesn't, I don't have to worry about it falling off. And the area I got it screwed on, it's not going to affect the safety of the helmet at all. Then, gotta turn those off. I had a issue with the amplifier for my speakers. We had some heavy rain there for a couple weeks, and I got stuck in it. And even though they said it was weatherproof, it really wasn't. So I got to get a new one of those, and I'll get some black RTV for that, and the new one, and I'll actually go in and do a proper weatherproofing. The weatherproofing that it came with was just real cheap. Other than that, what kept me from getting any real motor vlogging done was a little bit of bad health, which I might go into in a future video, but for now I'll leave it be. I have been riding, I just haven't really been vlogging. I've just been riding back and forth to work and going here and going there, but no real rides. I actually just got off work early. I am on my way to the Harley dealer in Atlanta, Harley-Davidson, Atlanta. It's actually here in Douglas County. It's not actually in Atlanta. It's on Thornton Road. They are having their open house today. When they do their open house is when they do their demo rides, and I'm hoping to get to demo a couple bikes. I'm really hoping to get to ride a Softail Heritage Classic. That's been kind of like my dream bike since I was a kid. I wanted one since I was about 13 years old. Ooh, no. That's why I got it like that. Well, and there's another thing. I got a new phone mount for my phone. Which that's the first time I've had that problem, but that's why I keep that little lanyard looped around just in case. It works off of magnets. It's made by Scosche. Got to be real careful coming through here. There's been more than a few times I've come through here and the whole road right back there on that little twist was completely covered in sand. So this morning I got up, and to my surprise, I get on my motorcycle, I get going. Weatherman said it was about 46, 48 degrees. Get on my motorcycle, get going to work, and about froze my rear end off. I get to my job, and we have to record the temperature every morning. We got a thermometer outside so we can record our actual ambient temperature, not just going by what the weatherman tells us. And it was a balmy 36 degrees. I had a hoodie on, so it kind of helped a little bit, but I was wearing my open finger gloves. Generally speaking, on a short ride, I'll wear these unless it gets real cold out. And then I got full fingered thin leather, and I got big heavy gloves. Because I'll ride for as long as I possibly can. The winters here get kind of cold. We'll see single digit days from time to time. And this year they've been hearing that it might be a really bad winter. Generally speaking, I'll ride up until it gets into the 20s. And every so often I'll even ride then. But I'll wear enough gear that I won't get too cold. But that's me. Earlier I was talking about having some bad health. I actually have a condition called Crohn's disease that involves my immune system. And one of the common symptoms of Crohn's for a lot of people is always kind of feeling hot, kind of like hot flashes. I'll actually start getting hot when it's in the 70s. I don't start feeling cold until it gets down in the low 40s. Got our little local flea market up here on the right. Kind of got to watch it coming through there because people get desperate trying to get out of there on the weekend. The traffic can get so hectic through here. kind of cruising on over. Didn't really have a whole lot that I thought about talking about. I just wanted to put one out there. Hopefully, if I get to do some of these demos, if I get to do at least 1 or 2 demos. Ooh, look at this. People just really do not have patience anymore. And they get upset with you when you don't go flying past, but you don't know what they're going to do, so you slow down and you take your time. Yeah, but back to what I was saying, I digress. If I make it in time for the demo rides, sign up for a couple of them, I'll try to do some vlogging during the demo. Might not talk a whole lot, might just let you guys come along for the ride. Nice little custom truck back there. So I'd like to get y'all's opinion on cold weather riding. Whether you guys ride or not, and at what point it's too cold for you. I've actually found my limit is in the 20s, and actually one of the reasons that I went to that is a couple winters ago I rode to work. It got down in the 20s at night. And this actually happened a couple times. It got down in the 20s at night, and it actually killed the battery on my bike. So I wasn't too fond of the idea of being stranded if the battery got too cold. I don't know if that's a normal thing or not. Up until now, the only other motorcycles I've rode had the traditional electrolyte filled batteries that you gotta pour the acid into when you get them, the cheap ones. Now I don't even have the AGM type battery now. Last year I had to get a new battery, and I changed it out to a lithium battery. Which makes it a lot easier. It's a lot lighter, so it's a lot easier to change out yourself. But until then, I will catch you all on the flip side. Later.